twist and turn your ways. Please me wanting, please me yearning.
The Coson in Church event organized by the Copyright Society of Nigeria started the Coson Week. The event, which was anchored by Victor Oladokun, was one meant to seek the face of God concerning Nigeria and was held on Sunday, 1st of November 2015.
Technology is transforming societies per the second. So this event is an appropriate one. I believe that you're going to have fun. This is going to be an exciting evening. And at the end of the day, each one of you will be glad that you turned out here.
After the introductory remarks by the compere, Victor Oladokun, Pastor Femi Fasheru, who is a Lagos Superintendent of Kingsway International Christian Center, KICC, gave words of encouragement. Pastor Femi Fasheru welcomed everyone present at the event on behalf of the pastorate and entire members of Kingsway International Christian Center, KICC.
Of Coson and the entire body of Coson Copyright Society of Nigeria for this initiative to take the issues of our dear nation before God at the commencement of the week of celebration. A day is coming, it's not going to be long. There will be surplus in this nation. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, amidst all the glitz and glamour, let us remember the purpose for which we are gathered, to lift Nigeria before our God with praise, prayer, and petitions. He will hear us, and indeed, He will heal our land.
He charged the congregation to remember the purpose of the gathering, which is to lift Nigeria before God in praise and prayer to heal the land. He then invited the choir of KICC for some musical ministration. Tim Godfrey, one of the notable gospel musicians, and his team were the first to hit the stage for their song ministration. Tim Godfrey charged the congregation into the reasons why they should give God praise. Victor Oladokun said the reason for the event was to pray and declare the oneness of Nigeria. He said in the course of the event, there will be a launch of the Coson Musical Foundation. Comedy was performed by Kofi, and other musical performances were done by Princess Anne Inyang, Kenny Send Best KSB, and a host of others. Chief Tony Okoroji, Coson chairman, gave the vote of thanks, where he acknowledged the assistance and generosity of many people who have partnered with Coson. The second day of events for the Coson Week, Monday the 2nd of November 2015, marked the date for the delivery of its public lecture, titled Intellectual Property Rights in the Digital Economy. It was another reminder of the need to safeguard the special rights of intellectual property owners in the land. Most importantly, it was set to bring to the public domain the challenges associated with protecting intellectual property rights in a more technologically diverse economy. The event was held at Sheraton Hotel and Towers, Ikeja, Lagos. The event saw the live performance of Azizat Allen with her popular song, Hold On, as a welcome song. This later became a duet performance with the invitation of the masked man, Lagbaja, on stage. This elicited the presence of many more artists. Coson's chairman, Chief Tony Okoroji's opening remarks, he drew the attention of everyone to the essence of the event. He also used that moment to give a recap of events on the menu to celebrate the Coson Week.
I want to welcome you to the Coson Week. If you're really welcome to the Coson Week, welcome to the Coson Lecture, welcome to a gathering of some of the best Nigerians you can meet anywhere. Thank you. God bless all of you for coming.
The main aspect came with a lecture delivered by Professor Bankole Sodipo, Dean of Law of the School of Law and Security Studies of the Babcock University, Ogun State, Nigeria. The guest of honor at the event and former Nigeria's High Commissioner to the UK, Prince Bola Jibola, gave his remarks. He appreciated the promising array of talents displayed and the good organization of the Coson event. He juxtaposed the new trends in the protection of intellectual property rights with what obtained during his active days in public and international service.
This is a very good part of it, that one has had that touch of contributing to the development of intellectual property in Nigeria. In our days, we were all aware of the problems, difficulties, and the cheats that was suffered at that time. It was terrible, but thank goodness the situation is being corrected, and I hope it will continue to be corrected as time went on.
The keynote address of the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, SAN, was delivered by his representative, Director General of the Nigerian Copyrights Commission, Mr. Afam Ezekude. With his vast background in the law profession, the Vice President admitted with mixed feelings the benefits the copyright law serves, but that the ills of piracy still have its ugly imprint in the industry.
Strong intellectual property regime encourages domestic innovation, creativity, and commitment to research. These are the vital ingredients for societal development. By granting statutory protection and certain limited exclusive rights to creators and inventors, the intellectual property regime affords such persons a market monopoly over their creations, thereby offering an opportunity for them to secure a return on their investment of time, other resources, including intellect and skills, as well as money. By and large, society benefits from the abundance of resources for education, entertainment, commerce, and other societal needs.
In the lecture, Professor Bankole Sodipo gave an overview of the topic under review. From there, he properly placed the undisputable need to brace up with the fast-changing world of technology. This is, according to him, a way to catch up with the new trends in the discharge of public services.
So what is digital economy? Simply put, my way of describing it for today is that it's the way in which people, organizations, companies, governments communicate or interact for business purposes or for any other purposes on the platform of the internet and communication technologies. And the aim and the goal, the hope, will be that all of us will be e-compliant. That is, the e-world will replace the real world. For that to happen, we must improve infrastructure. We have to increase our broadband. We have to improve hardware. We have to encourage production of local hardware.
The Coson boss, Chief Tony Okoroji, had another stake at the stage. It was a moment to give due recognition to Prince Bola Jibola. This was in recognition of his contribution towards the institution of the copyright culture and the defense of the rights of creative people in Nigeria. In his acceptance remarks, Prince Bola Ajibola was grateful to God for availing him the uncommon privilege to receive the honor in person. The Coson lecture gave more audience to a cross-section of dignitaries, especially stakeholders in the music industry, who shared their views on the topic on hand. They included the panelists such as Mr. Aldo Maikori, Lagbaja, and a host of others. Done with that aspect, a question and answer session gave opportunities to members of the audience to gain from the thought-provoking event. It was time to endorse the Coson Book of Legends, and a deserved honor was accorded Professor Bankwele Shodikpo with the signing of the Coson Book of Legends. The Coson Green Ball, tagged Class A Green Carpet Celebrity Dinner, which took place at the prestigious Muson Center, Lagos, began as the celebrities and top-class dignitaries from different walks of life approached the green carpet, parading all styles and designs of the prescribed green color for the event. And BOS team of photographers and cameramen teamed up with the barrage of media hounds from different organizations to capture the glamorous moment for posterity. As one enters right inside the banquet hall of the Muson Center, which was decorated to the hilt in all green color, and the attendees too doing very well to measure up to standard, the import of the great evening, packaged by the Copyright Society of Nigeria, Coson, on behalf of the musicians of Nigeria, begins to dawn on one. It was indeed an exquisite evening of first-class music and fine dining for the creme de la creme of Nigeria. It's pertinent to state that in all the razzmatazz that went down, the plight of indigent Nigerian musicians and musicians in distress was also brought to the front burner of affairs. This rather thoughtful initiative was championed by the Coson Music Foundation, which is a non-profit thrust in support of the cause of Nigerian musicians. This and more formed the nucleus of the opening remarks of the chairman of Coson, Chief Tony Okoroji, when he mounted the rostrum. Chief Tony Okoroji solicited for the generous donation of well-meaning Nigerians and friends of the Nigerian entertainment upfront for the gigantic task ahead of taking care of Nigerian musicians who, though were the toast of the public in their prime, but have since gone down in terms of their relevance and vibrance on the music scene due to health issues and generally bad economic downturn.
I want to welcome all of you here today. Everybody here is my friend, so if I begin to go around, I will never stop. But tonight we are here at what we call the Coson Green Ball. We try to make this a Class A event, from the green carpet to the decor in the hall to the music we offer. We want to show that Nigerians are able to do things and do them well.
The chairperson of the exquisite Coson Green Ball event was Senator Princess Florence Itagiwa, who looked smashing in the evening wear she adorned, which was strictly on point, the green color prescribed for the evening. In her remarks, she congratulated the Tony Okoroji-led Coson for bringing Nigerians together in that special manner.
My joy is that Nigeria has reached a stage where we appreciate the importance of musicians. Because me, I respect who can do what I do not do. I love music. So when I listen to music, I say, how did this person get to plan to sing, to write, and all that, to sing it. Now, these people that can, be so brilliant, that entertain us, this organization, the Copyright Music Society of Nigeria, today I'm glad to tell you from what I heard, that they've made it possible for these people to be paid royalty. And we expect many more to come, because Tony is a very, very driven, passionate person in anything that he takes upon himself to do. He's going to drive it to a successful logical conclusion.
Senator Princess Itagiwa said the greatest support she had from the Nigerian media was the awareness generated by the Nigerian media about the need for a more concerted approach to settle the issue of her people of the Bakassi Island of Cross River State of Nigeria. In the remarks of Governor Akinwumi Ambode of Lagos State, which was delivered by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, he congratulated Coson for the focused and well-intentioned drive to see that the intellectual property of individuals, artists, and musicians are safeguarded. He observed that unlike what the scenario was in the past, musicians have now begun to reap their sweat.
Copyright Society of Nigerian Music Foundation, not only to support the gifted indigenous musicians, but also to render support to members experiencing difficult economic situation. I use this opportunity to congratulate the President and the members of the Copyright Society of Nigeria for their achievements in the industry. Thank you all for your attention.
To further demonstrate her support for Coson, Senator Princess Florence Itagiwa personally undertook to carry out the Coson donation drive to assist indigent and distressed musicians from dignitaries in the audience. Senator Princess Florence Itagiwa opened the floodgate of donation with a handsome amount, followed by Mr. Jimmy Agbaje, Prince Bisi Olatilo, Princess Abba Folawiyo, Princess Yewande Oniliere, Chief Oprel Benson, and others. This is a clarion call on all Nigerians of meaning to help Nigerian musicians who dominated the scene in the past but are down and nearly out, and let's all join hands to resuscitate them. The main highlight of the Coson Green Ball was when the rainmaker Majek Fashek, who is now looking more robust and better, mounted the stage and practically brought down the entire hall with his party movers of old. There was a lot of frenzy, where the audience, both young and old, went wild with jubilation, jumping and singing. Majek Fashek was later joined by the Grand Masters of Nigerian Entertainment, Bisi Olatilo, Ras Kimono, and Victor Ashet of the Mandatus fame. It was indeed a reenactment of the concert atmosphere that usually held sway when all the mentioned artists were the toast, with Bisi Olatilo the master compere of the concerts, usually promoted by Prince Jide Adeniyi, who, by the way, should be clocking 80 years very soon. We must heartily congratulate the Tony Okoroji-led Coson for helping put Nigerian music and musicians back to the glorious path of Nigeria must not die. All practitioners in the entertainment sector in Nigeria owe that sacrosanct assignment, which should not be compromised at any cost. As part of the events marking the Coson Week, on Friday 6th November 2015, was a monumental dinner banquet organized at the multi-purpose hall of the Eco Hotel and Suites, tagged Coson Songs Awards, which was no doubt filled with so much glamour and glitz as the who is who in the music industry, entertainment world, and political terrain were present to witness the all-important meeting as light musical refreshment was being played by a saxophonist to keep the atmosphere eventful. Afterwards, the master compere for the evening, Laugh Up, called on the chairman of Coson, Chief Tony Okoroji, to deliver his opening remarks and welcome speech, which he did very quickly without further ado.
At the Coson Song Awards, we celebrate those who write great music, and then we try and put it in a box and mix it, and then have a great show. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, I want you to please enjoy yourselves. Let's have a good time.
There were several dance and musical presentations from the Titrix, Joel, Vector, Frank Edwards, Timmy Dakolo, Ebele the Flautist, Raskimono, and the Rainmaker himself, Majek Fashek.
I'm not coming back, so goodbye, friends.
There was also presentation of different categories of awards to well-deserved acts such as Best Song Melody, won by Kiss Daniel with the song Would You? Best Song in Lyrics was won by Timmy Dakolo through his song Wish Me Well, presented by Mr. Tony Onyema and Blessing Abe. Best Love Song Award, presented by Eddie Lawani and Azizat, was won by Timmy Dakolo with the song Iyawomi. The Best Gospel Song was won by Joe Praise on Most High, presented by Annie Inyang. Best Dance Song was won by MC Galaxy with his hit track Sekem. Best Rap Song Award was presented by Prince Olatilo and D-Light, which was won by Vector's King Kong track. Then Raskimono and Superwoman presented the awards of the Most Uncommon Song, won by Korede Bello with Godwin. Hottest Song on the Street was won by Lil Kesh with his banger Shoki. The Best Collabo was Pato Rankin and Tiwa Savage's Galileo. Then came the high point of the event and award presentation, which was the Master of Songs Award, won by the veteran musician Chief Ebenezer Fabi Yobe, presented by Mr. Jimmy Agbaje and Lucy Ajayi, with the Coson President Chief Tony Okoroji and the likes. With the Coson President Chief Tony Okoroji and the likes of Mrs. Annie Inyang, Mr. Chinedu Chukwuji, Prince BC Olatilo, Patrick Doyle, and a host of other dignitaries who went on stage in solidarity as the award was being presented to the veteran.
Chief Dr. Ebenezer Bay, on behalf of Coson, it's my pleasure, it's my honor, or it's our pleasure and our honor to present this award to you, a Lifetime Achievement Award, a very deserving award. And God continue to bless you, give you good health, sound mind, and continue to give you prosperity. Congratulations.
In response, Chief Ebenezer Obey thanked Coson for the honor and encouraged younger artists to put in their best as he saw the awards as the outcome of his works over 50 years ago on the scene, which was possible through commitment, hard work, discipline, and a host of other virtues.
When a kind of award like this is given, a life Achievement Award. It will give them a direction, and they will have the belief that if they too can work hard, they can be like this, and they can take it even further to higher heights. So I want to thank everybody here tonight, and those who have received the award before me. Ọ̀tá ọmọdé bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bí ìrákòrò kádà ní lónìí ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀tá níní kádà ní lójẹ̀nu ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀tá níní ó ti bọ́ sọ́wọ́ ayé.
The show was rounded off with the emergence of the legendary Majek Fashek on stage, who thrilled all with his all-times reggae hit tracks. It was pretty interesting, entertaining, inspiring, and educative, as the hall was filled with cheers, dancing, and excitement as he performed his songs one after another.
If you want it, you can move mountains. If you want it, you can move mountains. All you need is a little basic. Little basic. Little basic. A little basic. The road to righteousness is true now. The road to destruction is wide and open. It's in the floor. If you have faith, you can move mountains. But if you have faith, you can move mountains.
What a way to wrap up the Coson Week. After all the various events that marked the Coson Week in the past 6 days, it was time to wrap off the week in the very cool and cozy atmosphere of the Attican Beach, which was the venue for the grand finale and the Coson Beach Party, tagged Coson Storms the Beach. The whole environment was filled with excitement and vigor as various artists and fun lovers showed up at the beach to party and make the event a memorable one. Interviews were granted from several artists and officials like Miriam Ashafa, the event manager, Azizat, D-Light, some hostesses, and the chairman of Coson, Chief Tony Okoroji, who all expressed delight about the way the Coson Week have been successfully actualized and their readiness to catch some fun and excitement at the beach party in marking the grand finale.
Coson Storms the Beach. It's not gonna wow you. We're all gonna get wowed because it's the last day of Coson Week, and we're here to have fun, then see what Coson has been doing for the past 1 week. So that's what Coson Storms the Beach is all about.
Coson Storms the Beach. Fantastic. I'm happy. 7 days, 7 mega events, 7 venues, and we have conquered them all. What else do I want?
It was indeed a successful outing for Coson, as we all look forward to a greater Coson Week come 2016.